module called the informal you, and I'd like you to look at a few slides with me here. The first one is this. We have I want, quiero, and he, she, or it wants, quiere. Now what I would like to add as a new angle is you want. And this is very easy to get. Basically, you take whatever we have for he, she, or it wants, which is quiere, and we simply add an S onto that. So the sound we get is quieres. Now quieres means you want. And you're going to see this exact same formula repeating for the others. For example, we have I have, tengo, he, she, or it has, tiene. Now, we want the angle of you have. So, again, we take whatever it was for he, she, it, which is tiene, and we will add an S onto that. That gives us the sound of tienes. So tienes is you have. Now we can repeat this once more with I can. Puedo, and he, she, or it can is puede. So to get you can, I'm sure you can guess what's going to happen here. We take whatever it is for he, she, or it, puede, and we will add on an S to the end of that, giving us the sound of puedes. So puedes is you can. So once again, let's go through them. How do you say you want? Quieres. You have. Tienes. You can. Puedes. How do you say I want it? Lo quiero. He, she, or it wants it. Lo quiere. You want it. Lo quieres. I have it. Lo tengo. He, she, or it has it. Lo tiene. You have it. Lo tienes. How would you ask? Do you have it? ¿Lo tienes? What about, do you want it? ¿Lo quieres? How would you say, I can do it? Puedo hacerlo. He, she, or it can do it. Puede hacerlo. Now say, you can do it. Puedes hacerlo. What's the verb to see? Ver. Now how would you say, you can see it? Puedes verlo. What's the verb to eat? Comer. You can eat it. Puedes comerlo. How would you ask? Can you do it? ¿Puedes hacerlo? Can you do it for me? ¿Puedes hacerlo para mí? When can you do it for me? ¿Cuándo puedes hacerlo para mí? The word for if in Spanish is si. Looking at this a little closer, we can see that si means yes, but it also means if. It has the exact same sound, but of course it's normally understood in the context of your conversation, whether you're saying yes or if. The only way to tell the difference is when it's written down. You can see that for yes, we have an accent over the I, si. Whereas when it's written as if, there is no accent over the I. Try this next one. I want to know if you can do it. Quiero saber si puedes hacerlo. I want to know if you can do it for me tonight. Quiero saber si puedes hacerlo para mí esta noche. I want to know when you can do it for me. Quiero saber cuándo puedes hacerlo para mí. How do you say he wants? Quiere. He wants to know if you can do it for him tomorrow. Quiere saber si puedes hacerlo para él mañana. How do you say I need? Necesito. Think carefully about this next one. I need to know if you have it. Necesito saber si lo tienes. I need to know if you can do it for me tomorrow. Necesito saber si puedes hacerlo para mí mañana. How do you say you can? Puedes. Now ask, can you see it? ¿Puedes verlo? I want to know if you can see it now. Quiero saber si puedes verlo ahora. If you can is puedes. How would you say you can't? No puedes. You can't do it like that. No puedes hacerlo así. Why can't you do it for me? ¿Por qué no puedes hacerlo para mí? I want to know why you can't do it. Quiero saber por qué no puedes hacerlo. What is you want? Quieres. You want it? Lo quieres. Now, how would you say you don't want it? No lo quieres. You don't want it now. No lo quieres ahora. Why don't you want it now? ¿Por qué no lo quieres ahora? I need to know why you don't want to do it. Necesito saber por qué no quieres hacerlo. How do you say you have it? Lo tienes. Now say you don't have it. No lo tienes. Why don't you have it? ¿Por qué no lo tienes? Why don't you have it for me today? ¿Por qué no lo tienes para mí hoy? Lastly, how would you ask? Do you have it now? ¿Lo tienes ahora? Welcome to part 2. We now have 3 angles to work with. Now, by angles, what I mean is we have the angle of I, the angle of you, and the angle of he, she, or it. So what I'd like to do is mix and match them together in some more questions for you. As always, take your time and think out your answers carefully. Here's the first one. He wants to know if you can do it. Quiere saber si puedes hacerlo. What's the word for if? Si. And how would you say if you want? Si quieres. You can see it tonight if you want. Puedes verlo esta noche si quieres. I can do it now if you want. Puedo hacerlo ahora si quieres. She wants to know if you can see it tomorrow. Quiere saber si puedes verlo mañana. You can't do it for her. No puedes hacerlo para ella. I need to know why you can't do it for her. Necesito saber por qué no puedes hacerlo para ella. He wants to know why you can't see it today. Quiere saber por qué no puedes verlo hoy. You don't want to do it. No quieres hacerlo. Why don't you want to do it? ¿Por qué no quieres hacerlo? Why can't you do it for him? ¿Por qué no puedes hacerlo para él? Do you want it today? ¿Lo quieres hoy? Can you do it today? ¿Puedes hacerlo hoy? You can see it. Puedes verlo. When can you see it? ¿Cuándo puedes verlo? She can do it today if you want. Puede hacerlo hoy, si quieres. Why can't you do it for me? It's important and I need it. ¿Por qué no puedes hacerlo para mí? Es importante y lo necesito. What's the word for what? ¿Qué? What can you see? ¿Qué puedes ver? What do you have? ¿Qué tienes? What do you have for him? ¿Qué tienes para él? She wants to know what you have for him today. Quiere saber qué tienes para él hoy. She doesn't want to know what you have. No quiere saber qué tienes. You can't do it like that. No puedes hacerlo así. You don't want to eat here. No quieres comer aquí. Why don't you want to eat here? ¿Por qué no quieres comer aquí? He wants to know why you don't want to eat here tonight. ¿Quieres saber por qué no quieres comer aquí esta noche? How would you ask, what is it? ¿Qué es? One more. What was it? ¿Qué fue? If you've been making mistakes here and there over the previous 2 videos, that's perfectly fine, so long as you've been understanding why you made those mistakes. If, however, you're getting more and more confused, then I would like you to take a step back and revise previous lessons in this level, level 2, and I'll also give you a little bit of extra help in the next video coming up. Some of you will not need to watch this next video, but some of you may need to. The final video in this module is not really meant for everyone. Some of you are flying through the course without any problems, while others of you may be getting a little bit confused trying to work out the angles in your translations. So what I'd like to do for those of you is to run through the last drill again, but this time I'm going to baby step you through it. So in essence, we're going to be doing it together in real time. The first question we had was, he wants to know if you can do it. Now, when faced with these types of phrases, it's very important that you take it step by step. So first of all, we must decide what he wants is, which is quiere. And then to know will be saber. So we have quiere saber. Then the word for if is si. You can is puedes. Finally, do it, hacerlo. So there we went step, 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 step. And now we put the building blocks together. So we have quiere saber si puedes hacerlo. Even shorter phrases like this one require you to think logically and again take it step by step. So we have if you want, which is going to be si, and then you want, quieres. So, si quieres. You can see it tonight if you want. So first of all, we start with you can, which is puedes. Then see it, verlo. So, puedes verlo tonight, esta noche. If you want, si quieres. Puedes verlo esta noche si quieres. I can do it now if you want. I can, puedo. I can do it, puedo hacerlo. I can do it now, puedo hacerlo ahora. If you want, si quieres. Next up we have, she wants to know if you can see it tomorrow. So what is she wants? Quiere. She wants to know, quiere saber. If you can see it, si puedes verlo. And then tomorrow, mañana. So, quiere saber si puedes verlo mañana. This is how you should be working out the answers. Don't try and attempt the full sentence all at once. You're much more likely to feel a sensation of being overwhelmed if you attempt that. Instead, you just take it step by step. Let's take one more example. He wants to know why you can't see it today. So, we start with he wants, which is quiere. He wants to know, quiere saber, and the word for why is por qué. Quiere saber por qué. Now we switch angles. You can't. No puedes see it, verlo, today, hoy. So we have quiere saber por qué no puedes verlo hoy. I could obviously run through the entire drill, baby stepping you through every slide, but I don't think that's necessary. I think that by now you probably get the idea of how I want you to work out the translations to these phrases. The keys are always to take your time and think it out carefully, and think it out in blocks, step by step, and then you can put one block on top of the other to make the phrase. Remember in the beginning that speed doesn't matter, only getting it right matters. So if you were having trouble with these drills, especially the last two, I would like you to go back and repeat them now. And I think by employing this technique of slowing down, going step by step, you'll find that you make a lot less mistakes.